All right, guys, welcome to the pilot first episode of Rich Boy Podcast.
Let's go.
It has been quite a few months. Sorry about the wait. Got busy. A lot of stuff.
Holidays, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Christmas.
A lot of stuff happened in my life too, man. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. But basically, what this show is about is it's about interviewing. Well, I don't know, maybe not interviewing, building connections with people who are on the path to success in different fields. Because I want to know. Because personally, my boy Mario is out here making music, bro. He's making moves. He's making music. And you guys should check it out. It's on SoundCloud. What's your SoundCloud?
SoundCloud is Mario Sanchez. It's just my name. And I'm hoping to put stuff out on Spotify and iTunes soon.
There you go.
All the stuff's going to be on my Insta eventually.
Exactly. So actually he has dropped 2 albums before. He's working on a 3rd one right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, what's that like?
Working on a 3rd one. I've been working on it for a year. So I dropped my last album last year in February. And it's almost January now. And
Damn.
I mean, I had to go to school, classes and stuff, so I've taken time off, but the last one I felt like I rushed a lot and I didn't like how it sounded in the end. I mean, it was good, it was okay, but I feel like I've learned a lot from that, and so I wanted to take my time with this one, and so I've taken like a year to just work it out, and now I'm almost done with a lot of the songs on there, and it's probably some of the best stuff I've ever done so far, I think. But I still have a ways to go. I'm excited for it. It's called Cloud 9.
Cloud 9.
Cloud 9, I'm really excited for it. I'm going to announce it soon. I haven't announced it yet. So y'all getting the inside scoop.
Real heavy
shit. This is the Daily Bugle special.
Exactly. No bullshit. He let me sample one of it. Not sample. It's a technical term.
You heard one of the ones that...
He let me preview one of his songs, not sampling. Sampling is like taking a little piece from it. He let me preview it and listen to it, and that shit actually goes hard. Like, I'm not really like... It's not like my kind of like vibe to music.
I feel it.
But even I could admit that shit was hard. Like, I was like, you know what, bro? This... Not just because you're my brother, because even that we're hella close, it's like... I'm not one to like pull punches when it comes to constructive criticism, but that shit was good.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Of course, man. Well, I mean, you've been working on it. You've been perfecting your craft, dude.
Yeah.
It shows. It shows.
Thank you. Like, some things, a lot of music production is weird. I literally have listened to like a lot of those songs for about a month. Like, in terms of time, just spent listening to it and just tweaking stuff. It takes a long time to get an idea down and then actually work on it and flesh it out.
Yeah. A
lot more than people think,
Yeah. As a creator myself on YouTube, even my shit's not as technical as yours. I'm not gonna pretend like it is. Like, for me, creating a video,
you're in audio too, in the audio space, and your stuff is hard too.
I know. That's why I had to upgrade my mic. My last one is just dying out on me. You guys heard of my video? It was just spiking hella hard, and like, it was so annoying. It was peaking so much. But yeah. So what's that like creating music?
Creating music for me, I played in, I guess, it's hard to explain what it's like, but I'll tell you where I started. I was in band since middle school. Mm-hmm. So and then I was in a band all 4 years of high school. And then I started playing guitar somewhere in high school. And then after listening to new genres of music, I started to want to do more. And so I just started coming up with my own ideas based off guitar stuff. And so that's kind of just blossomed into what I'm doing now, which is making my own tracks, trying to sing on them as good as I can, and flesh them out to make some good songs, So it's cool. It's interesting taking a riff that I did on guitar that's like 3 chords and then turning that into an entire 4-minute song.
Yeah.
And actually structuring it in a good way, because... From turning a 3-chord thing that probably sounds like trash just to anyone else into an actual song, it's kind of weird. Sometimes it'll be good and sometimes it'll be bad. Like, I'll put this on, I'm like, bro, this sucks. Like, I have some stuff, like some projects named like the worst thing ever, or don't even listen to this, it's trash. Just for me, because I think it's funny, but some stuff it's like that, but some stuff you're like, yo, this is fire,
straight bangers,
yeah,
man.
you're like, it's just so hype once you have something that clicks in there, and I'm like, yep, this is awesome. And it gets easier too. It gets easier once you create more. But it's been almost 3 years that I've done this, and I'm still barely beginning. So it's kind of crazy, but it's cool. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, there you go. So what's your like? I don't know, like what is your not just creative process? 'Cause I know people get asked that a lot. Like as creators, like, what's your creative process?
What is your inspiration?
Yeah, it's like
what inspires you?
Me. No,
I don't know. Half-ass shit.
Yeah.
Real shit inspires me.
Exactly. No, but like
Roger, sorry.
Exactly. Shout out Regilio, bro. Inner Circle podcast. Fire. We're both on there too, actually. Little plug.
Little tiny plug.
I'll put that in the link too in the description. But what I don't know, like what drove you on this path? Like did you see success in this path, or did you like initially when you started, did you think it was going to be successful, or later on did you kind of start seeing it and be like, whoa, you know, I could start doing this, you know, as a serious thing in my downtime?
I used to watch my friend's house that I was recording with today. I used to watch him play guitar a lot, and my friends were like, oh, that's so cool, man, you're so good. I'm like, wow, I want to do that too. And so he kind of helped me start getting inspired more. And in terms of success, I mean, when I started, I mean, it's only been like 2 years, maybe more, almost 3. Even now, even back then, I didn't see success. I just wanted to create. And I think when you're starting out, I don't think you should look at success as the main goal. I think you should just aim to create. Even now, I'm not really aiming for success, like fame. Oh, I'm trying to make it big. I don't really care about that. I want to make good music. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make good stuff that I'm proud of, you know. And I'm proud of the stuff that I'm making now, which I'm actually hyped about. But I hope that in the future, I'll be able to support myself with what I'm doing now. And I'm trying to make plans to do that. Like, I want to have a recording studio so I can record other artists and help them on the same path that I'm on, you know. But success is hard to do because there's a quote Pitbull said, if you chase money, it runs. Oh, and yeah. I like that quote a lot because it's kind of interesting if you think about it. So I'm just trying to make the best stuff possible right now while focusing on success. Yeah. But I think the key to success really in like a creative field like that we are both kind of in is to have other stuff on the side. Yeah. Because creative fields are very rocky, and I guess you could say they're not very stable. Just because basically your life depends on you. If you're not really pushing to get forward or move ahead in your path or your career lane, it's not going to work out very well. So you have to have other things. So that's why I look at like stocks or side hustles, stuff like that, to also keep you monetarily up while you're also creating is a good thing to look into. Yeah. And so for me, I like to do stocks on the side, stuff like that. My friend Roger has also done a few things like that too that he's told me about. Yeah. And so I think that's a good thing to look into at least.
Yeah. Roger be talking to us about that a lot. Especially he told me like right now the market's taking a bit of a hit after it was like gaining so much because the Omicron.
El Omicron.
Yeah, for real. Motherfucker Decepticon.
Hand it over, Optimus.
I am Optimus Prime.
I am Optimus Prime. Let's kill everyone.
Yeah, and then Bumblebee's in the corner just going.
And then Dom's in the Transformers. Yeah. Family.
You know what I got? Family. You know what you don't got? Family. Because you stole the Omnicron.
And he starts blasting Latino banda as he drives away in Bumblebee.
For real. Fuck yeah. But what's actually interesting is the reason I say, did you have a plan of success? Yeah. Is because There's okay, so you know industry plans, obviously you know, because
Yeah.
you're in the music, you're in that field and stuff like that. And I follow
Yeah, I
music
know.
quite a bit.
I do a bit of like I try to keep up with popular music, and I do look at industry plans and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is why I was, kind of seeing did you try and build your music around something that's marketable, or rather did you like just create what you wanted and then people started listening to it naturally?
Honestly, I think it's that second option. I just
Yeah.
wanted to create what I like, and I hope people like it. I don't really. I think the music industry is super fake nowadays.
Yeah.
It's very all about money. I mean, you were just talking about industry plans. That's
Yeah,
what
exactly.
an industry plan is. It's a person that has some sort of talent. The industry or a record label
There's
says
some sort of appeal. It's
some
not
sort
even
of
necessarily
talent and appeal that they think is marketable, which you're right, and they're like, we will pay for this and stuff like that. I think conspiracy time. Olivia Rodrigo is an industry plant, I believe.
I heard that Travis Scott was too,
I don't
because he
think-
just
no,
he
I don't
knew,
think Travis Scott was,
or he
because-
he had quite a bit of connections in the rap game already,
yeah.
and then it was just so easy for him to just kind of like slide in, or I don't know if I'd call him rap, more like hip hop. I don't know.
Yeah, just hip hop in general. Just hustled his way to where he is now.
Yeah, maybe.
Neglecting
your-
his fans and watching them die, summoning
Yeah.
them with his Kage no Indo Tensei Jutsu.
これは井戸天生だ.
I don't like people that create to get money. I like to create, for me at least. I like doing this because I like making music and I want to make people feel good with the stuff I listen to, with the stuff I make that they listen to. You
Yeah.
know? I want it to have a good impact on them, and I want to make a good stuff and have an impact on them, I guess. Just
Yeah.
my surroundings and stuff. But I feel industry plans, they're in it for the money. Also, a lot of rappers and stuff are like that too nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't doing it for music, they're doing it for money. And I think that's not commendable, because it just waters down music as a whole and different genres and stuff like that. But it's just kind of scummy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
It's
are you
because it
happy
lacks
with
that authenticity.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, especially in music is such a
it's a flex.
it's like a connective thing between society.
Mm-hmm.
Music is such an integral part of society. And my personal opinion on that is when music starts to dip in quality and culturally, all things cultural start to dip in quality, it really starts affecting society.
Yeah.
Because that's what keeps getting promoted in society, like all this, like rich rapper lifestyle, oh, just mumble on the beat, or oh, just, rely solely on beat or anything like that, or it doesn't really matter because, like you're in it for the money. So even if you don't put your all in, as long as some, singles are a hit, then that's all that matters, because you just need a few to blow up to, pay for your mortgage,
Your
or
house, your
your
cars,
chains
and
or
then
whatever.
effing chains to flex
Yeah,
on
I
your
know,
Instagram.
literally, like,
No, but yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying, and I mean, there is good artists today. Like, if you say there's no good artists today, you're dumb. You just haven't gone and looked at anybody.
yeah.
Like,
Well, it's because I feel like most people who say that are kind of like looking at the mainstream ones.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, all the mainstream ones are retired, or they're not good anymore. There's no good artists, or like, bring this genre back. I'm
Yeah.
born in the wrong generation.
I want cave. That's the filthy Frank. I want caveman music. I listen to caveman music.
Man, all these kids, fucking trash, dude. But yeah, no, that's one of the things I would say. I think the reason you say that is because the overrepresentation of just low quality or low effort artists is overrepresented.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's why it's called an overrepresentation. And but they're marketable. They have that.
The thing that.
Yeah, they have that lifestyle. They have that, they have that luxury to them that, people in the music industry want to keep promoting. Because if they see something that's not marketable or a down-to-earth song, it may reach more people, but they don't care about, like, touching people. No homo.
Yeah, no, like.
They don't
having an
care
emotional
about. They don't
connection
care
with them,
about.
or
Yeah, they don't
connecting
care
with them
about touching
together.
the soul.
Yeah.
They care about touching your wallet.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing is, that music doesn't last forever.
Yeah.
At some point, people drop off. 6ix9ine is especially, like, I think one of the big
It's
People
flopping
that-
hard, yeah.
Flopping hard. No one listens to 6ix9ine. You don't see 6ix9ine anywhere anymore.
I know.
We're the only ones talking about him, literally. Ever.
Yeah.
It's,
Planet
but
Earth.
He,
Think about
he-
who's that in
he
Crack
did-
Open Dictionary.
look it up in the dictionary. But he did all that stuff for clout, and he wanted to use it to boost his music. He boosted his music, and now look where that's got him.
Yeah.
It's nowhere. The
It's
guy's
'cause
a
he-
bum, bozo. Come at me.
Come on, you're stupid, 6ix9ine. That's why you ain't got no money, and that's why we're Rich Boy
We're
Podcast.
the rich boys, and what are you doing? You're broke. You're on the street. You're a bum, bozo. Get at it.
Get us stupid. This is why I'm interviewing my boy Mario, and not you, okay? This is why you ain't on the
This
show.
guy,
Get
dude.
out of here. Come on.
Get him out.
Easy, get out of here.
Forget about it.
But yeah, no, seriously, that's an interesting conversation though, because
Yeah.
as much people, honestly, what's crazy is people who aren't really into music don't actually know about industry plans that much.
Yeah.
Like I never really hear that conversation pop up. I hear about
It-
ghostwriters. I hear about
you-
other stuff like
People
that.
talk about it in music circles, so people
Yeah.
people that like music and want to talk about it and have an interest in it will talk about it. But mainstream people probably won't even know what an industry plan is.
Yeah, like they didn't even know that Drake was ghostwriting, like
Yeah.
had ghostwriters and stuff like
They're
that.
mad ghostwriters.
And that's why when Pusha T came at him for that shit, like people didn't know what it meant, and then so many people that were into music explained it, and then everybody else jumped on the bandwagon to hate Drake. You know, but I mean he's Canadian. Come on, you have to like, get out of here, bro. Not even American. Anyway, no, but anyway, on a serious note, like a lot of people. You know, it's just interesting to see how much lack of depth are in these artists. You know, to the fact that you have to explain concepts like ghostwriters, industry plans, you know, other stuff like that, and to these people because it really shows you how shallow their fans are. You know what I'm saying?
A lot are just ride or die fans. There's some that just are blinded by their stuff they make. And I mean, if you really like an artist's stuff, good for you. I don't care, but like, also do your research about that artist. I guess
Yeah.
see what kind of person they are. But like, I think that's kind of scary because I think that's all a lot of music. The music industry. It's a terrible industry. It eats you up. It spits you out. I mean, I think the reason people don't know about it is because they don't want you to know about it.
Yeah.
Like if
that's
you
what they do.
realize that this person is an industry plant and was hired and found by the music industry, and they're like, okay, well, this person is awesome. Well, they're like, oh, this person is awesome. I just found him on Spotify. I bet they write all their songs, they make all their songs, they record everything themselves. Nope. They got ghostwriters, they got musicians doing it, they got everyone else doing it, and they just sang the damn songs.
Exactly.
And
I
yeah,
even
it's like-
genuine.
it's, I don't know. It's like marketable. It's like McDonald's, I think, in some way. Industry plants are like McDonald's.
Yeah, it's just
like,
pumping
it's-
them out.
Yeah, they're just pumping them out, and it's fake food. It's not steak. It's not Gordon Ramsay level. Yeah,
It's fucking disgusting.
it's fucking disgusting. I mean, but to say like, in comparison to me, my music is not on the level of artists like that. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm still an amateur.
Yeah.
I'm making myself.
You're above them
money.
anyway. Yeah.
I'm not above anyone, but
Yeah, no, I'm
I-
not messing with you.
I'm just starting out. That's all I can say. So I still have a long ways to go, and yeah, I guess that's.
Yeah, that's an interesting take on that. You know, like I like your humbleness. I would say humility. I'm pretty sure it's not
Humility. Yeah,
Humility.
like humility.
Yeah,
Yeah,
humility.
right?
Yeah, humility. See, you already corrected me, bro. Gordon Ramsay
Gordon
level
Ramsay.
lyricist. He even knows what I'm gonna say.
It's raw.
It's cold. It's wet. It's slimy. It's fucking raw.
It's raw. Kill yourself, you bloody fat hippo. He literally just bullies some of those people on his
For real.
show. He's like, go outside and jump in front of a bus, you bloody fat giraffe.
Take this apron. Now give it back and fuck off.
Here, take this knife and slit your wrists. And you're just like, yes, sir.
You can cut your wrist better than that fucking steak, huh?
That's true.
I kind of want to keep these jokes
Keep 'em
in, bro.
Keep up, we going crazy today. We're off the
Exactly.
rails. This is unrated, real heavy shit.
Real heavy shit. But yeah. No, but I mean, back on topic.
Yeah.
Like, it is interesting to see an artist's perspective of that, because that's what a lot I want to have this channel be about on Rich Boy Podcast. It's not just interviewing successful people, but I want to identify the patterns, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is why I'm asking you your takes on industry plans, your takes on, like, authenticity in music, your, you know, takes in the creative process. Because it's like, the reason I don't ask about creative process is because
So
every
hard to
song can be
find.
so different, and it's like, it's so hard to mirror that and like actually use that as a blueprint, because it's like, well, I like the way it sounded because of the way the drums, you know, hit me and stuff like that. Well, what if someone else doesn't like using drums? You know what I'm saying? It's too many variables, and it's too unique to each artist, which I think brings out the authenticity. You know?
I mean, if you ask me about a specific project, an artist or someone could go into that.
Yeah.
But if you ask about their music as a whole, that's too vague.
Yeah.
That's too vague. Also, with art, it's just hard to figure it out because good art comes from anywhere. Good art comes from. I remember in my psychology class, my teacher said, "Good art, artists don't know where their good art comes from. It just comes from their head. It just comes out of them.
Yeah.
Comes out of them.
No way.
Where else do those webs come out of?
Yeah.
I know where they come out of, Toby Maguire.
Yeah, you could tell
I
us,
know.
man.
You tell us. And Mary Jane knows also. Mary Jane, come take a ride on the cyclone. I miss you. Bing bang.
Bing bang.
But,
Come
yeah.
on, MJ. Come through for the one time. Huh? What do you know about that? Come on.
Come on, MJ.
You ever got any Spider-Man stickers? I give $5 for a sticker. I'm giving you a steal, okay? This is signed by Spider-Man.
This is signed by Spider-Man.
You
Yo,
could see by the leftover piece of web on the side. It's, you know, it dissolves in an hour. It dissolves in an hour, but that's a limited edition. You know what I'm saying? You don't get. You're not a real New Yorker, huh?
She's not
I'm
so-
Spider-Man. I'll be signing thems and whatnot. I'll be using big ass words like whatnot.
like voluminous.
Now, what the fuck?
That's a big word. What you
You
mean?
got too many syllables, huh? Come on, keep it friendly neighborhood, huh? Not friendly fucking museum.
Friendly museum. Yeah, you fucking dated, you heard?
Yeah.
You heard me?
Anyway. What have we been talking about?
Going off the rails.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's all I do.
But I guess, yeah, it is like that.
It's just, yeah, it's interesting to see that perspective because, like, in my personal experience of making videos, I've actually been on YouTube for, like, posting videos for, like, 10 years,
Yeah, you've
dude.
been on YouTube for a long time.
And most people don't know that because of, like, how young I am and, like, how new my channel is. People don't know that. I just started off really young, so I, you know, fucked up like a bajillion times
Yeah,
when
and
it
you
didn't
learn.
matter. Back when YouTube was like, you know, free reign, when it was like 2011, 2010 and stuff like that. When like YouTube was just Wild West. So I could post like literally anything and it didn't matter. I got no views. But you know, I was just testing out different fields, going on different things. So it's like it's interesting to see someone who's focused but doesn't have like the veteran experience, you know, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Obviously you're not on YouTube, but as far as, you know, music
I used to
goes.
make YouTube videos, but they were like dumb skits and stuff like that. Like one was I was hiding in my grandma's house and Michael Jackson attacks me or something. And it's just a JPEG of Michael Jackson. Anyways, those are all taken off YouTube because of reasons, but they're
racial
gone now.
profile. They got copyright stricken by Michael
It's black
Jackson.
and white Michael Jackson coming to attack me.
Damn.
But yeah.
Domino from Deadpool?
Uh,
But yeah. So, what are your like thoughts as far as if you had to improve one thing? Obviously, you said authenticity, but if you had to improve one thing about the music genre that you either think would elevate it in, you know, a financial
music?
level, yeah. Just it can either be in general or like whether like individual artists, because I understand that you know, a lot of individual artists, especially rappers, they sign like 360 deals, which
Oh, I would say,
don't sign it.
I would say, don't. It depends. I can't even say don't sign it because it depends on your situation.
Yeah.
Deals are good for people that it's good for. It's very situational, but there are some deals which are weird, and some deals which are scummy, and some which are crazy, and some which are actually slavery, and it's very hard to get back any power in your scenario. But I don't really know. I would say for most artists to have more opportunities, I guess. That's what I wish music would happen. And honestly there is. So there is a lot of opportunities for artists out there. Just I wish maybe bigger opportunities for more artists to get seen. Because right now, if you think about it, there's more new artists coming out every day. There's more artists in their art than ever. But to get into like the main limelight, I don't think there's many opportunities. Like I think one of the biggest people that had a pop off this year was Baby Keem with the Melodic Blue with Kendrick. That was crazy. Now he's super big right now, but there's not many opportunities like that for artists, which I think there are some underground artists who definitely could benefit from something like that and actually start having a really successful career. Because I follow a lot of like cool people, and sometimes I'll see some of them like actually get to like a certain spot. Like one of my favorite artists, Masego. He's pretty cool. He's pretty well known. He has like a few million followers, but he's not like, he is popping off. But he was in the Apple commercial, and I'm like, yo, he's finally getting some recognition. And then one of his songs was sampled on Drake's album. It was the first one, the first song.
I didn't listen.
I forget.
What was it, like Certified Boy Lover or something like that? Is that the album?
Something. Yeah, off CLB. It's like the first track. It's the one that goes na 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 I love you. Or something like that. He sampled that and made it into his song Navajo, and I really like that song a lot. So when I heard that on the album, I'm like, yo, he sampled it, and then I saw him in the commercial, I'm like, yo, that's so cool. So I want more opportunities for artists, and then stuff like that, yeah. Because I think a lot of people could benefit from that, me included.
Yeah.
And it'll give you a lot more experience to create, expand your horizons, interact with other people, meet people, collab, stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with people make fun of SoundCloud rappers and SoundCloud artists, but it's like
a lot of rappers started on SoundCloud.
Yeah, it's like not only that, but it's sort of. I mean, SoundCloud isn't really even. I mean, it is popping and it isn't, but
no,
for more like mainstream, it's like Spotify. And
that's
shit
that's
like
what
that.
I'm trying to move to. I've only put out my stuff on SoundCloud, and now I'm trying to move. I want to put stuff on SoundCloud as well, but I want to branch out because I know there's a portion of my listeners that are on SoundCloud, but I realize that if I'm only on SoundCloud and not on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify,
It's just gonna niche you out too much.
Yeah, it's just too niche, and I want as many people to listen to my stuff, not for money's sake, but just so I could get my music out there, people could listen to it.
Yeah.
And maybe they could just vibe with it or something.
Yeah.
You know?
You want, more recognition. That's not a bad thing either. Like,
Yeah.
It's not bad to be.
At some point, I think it does get bad when all you do is post on social media. Like, I know people that are like, check this out, I just dropped it, and like they're just blowing up their story.
Every 5 seconds.
Yeah, and I'm like, ugh, this is so annoying.
That's where the
Yo, guys, I'm 16 and you should give me a chance at rap. Tell me if I'm good.
It's because so many people, they just got, they got so about the marketing that they forgot to like work on their skills so that they're not always up and coming or beginner rapper. I'm like, you've been a beginner 16-year-old rapper for the past 12 years. You're not a beginner, you're not 16-year-olds, and you're not a rapper. It's like none of these things are true anymore. And it's
You're
like,
just dumb.
You're stupid, Your brain's shooting blanks and misfiring,
Shooting blades.
It's misfiring. Your fucking synapses ain't working correctly. You idiot.
He's losing a few brain cells, if you want to say.
Quite a few.
But yeah, I mean,
a whole army of them.
At some point, at some point, the marketing just gets annoying for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, people that do that, I mean, good for you. At least they're trying stuff, and I commend people for trying stuff. So that's why I don't like to hate on people that just try.
Yeah.
But I see like the problems with it. I see how it gets annoying.
I mean, it's good to not hit on people that try, but do or do not. There is no try. Yeah. Alright, anyway. But yeah, so I don't know, it's a very interesting perspective to see from that. Especially someone who's like, pretty new. Most like myself too. I've only been doing VA stuff for like
You've been doing it for
like
3 years.
VA work? No.
I thought
Only
so.
1 year.
Only 1 year?
Yeah,
Well,
my
I went down
anniversary was
into
on
YouTube,
December
and so
8th.
I looked at all the dates and stuff. It's only been 1 year? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you have had work, I guess, in the YouTube
Yeah,
space for
as
a
far as
long
YouTube,
time.
no, I've been like here for like
But
a decade.
voiceover stuff, then
Yeah.
only a year. Dang.
Only a year, yeah.
So I guess we're
but-
both beginners.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
That's what I like about, like, that's what I'm going to make this channel about is, like, not only interview, I have a little lineup I have going, got to, confirm some
Yeah. dates
and stuff like that with, recording sessions and, make sure they're down to, like, talk about it on mic.
Yeah.
But, that's what this channel is going to be about, is about seeing the blueprint to success, like, from the beginner side, because everybody sees it when they're already at the end. Oh, you interview Drake when he's already Drake. Okay,
Yeah.
but what about Drake?
Coming up.
Yeah, what about Drake, before, what was that one show?
Oh, before Degrassi?
Yeah, Degrassi.
Where he gets shot.
Exactly.
They killed him.
Yeah, I was like, what about Drake before Degrassi, though? You know what I mean? Like, what was he thinking back then? Because now you're going to be like, well, I didn't think I was going to make it, but then I did.
Well,
and I was like, okay,
Well,
I
also
know
back
that.
in the day for Drake, it wasn't there was internet, but there wasn't internet like there is today with
Yeah.
social media and stuff like that. So
That's why it's interesting to see those in the moment type of developments,
Yeah.
I'd say,
yeah,
as far as a person and an artist, and not only just the artist, but whatever you're doing in general. It's interesting to see those current struggles, because when you look back on it, you're gonna be like, oh, I could have done this. You have that retrospect, you have
Yeah.
that hindsight, which really clears a lot up. And if you learn from that, you can kind of future-proof yourself so that you don't get hit again. Or if you do get hit again, it won't be as bad because you can dampen the blow with experience. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And, that's why I'm asking you all these things, because it's like, maybe we're going to look in the future. Mario Sanchez can be #1 poppin' artist, top 100,
no,
Billboard #1 on the top 100, and you're going to drop some, like, I don't know, super fire song, like On and On. You know the song? On and on. Yeah, or you're gonna drop like Gautier when he's like, now you're just somebody that I used to.
babe, but I'm not trying to dip out like him.
Okay, but he intentionally dipped. Like he didn't want to stick around on his own. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally intentionally became a one-hit wonder, and he's made comments on it after. He's like, maybe I'll return to that single. Probably not though. And I'm like, that's your okay, whatever. I was like, I feel like, okay, yeah, that song really did change up a lot, but I don't know. I feel like that was a little bit. I can see where he's coming from his own individual perspective of not really wanting that limelight.
Yeah,
But at that same point, it's like, why didn't you take that time to promote other artists? You know what I'm saying? Because not other people didn't get the same opportunity. So it's like, where you still have that fame and while you're still popping, when you're still popping, it's like, why didn't you take that time? Because you already knew you didn't want to stick around and you already planned that you were only going to make a one-hit wonder. It's like, why not, kind of spread that wealth, you know what I'm saying? To at least, like, bring some people who you genuinely think are good. So it's like, when you have the power to possibly, like, create a better scenario for other people who are inspired by you or inspired by other people and want to get to your level of notoriety, it's like, why would you intentionally avoid that? You know what I mean? Like, if when somebody I used to know dropped and they was bumping out Mario Sanchez album, bruh, it's not, I know it's not good to suddenly come up on a bunch of fame unless you've been preparing for a while.
yeah,
But like, I don't know, maybe he could have found some underground artist, Mario Sanchez, that, you know, like put a lot of effort into their work and
Yeah.
really took time to develop their craft and not just keep dropping albums because, well, it's something to do, or, well, I gotta drop one anyway, so, you know, why not, right?
Yeah, see, but I also think, like, it's also, I could understand his point of view
Yeah.
back then where it's like, oh, I don't want this limelight, and maybe it's not his responsibility to put other people on. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's better.
Well, I mean, it's not his responsibility, but I feel like if you're given that gift of all that limelight, it's like, and you don't want it, then try and seek others out who do want it. Because it's like, okay, you don't have to, but you'd probably be doing a lot of artists a very big favor who are trying to make it like you, and you just stumbled upon that, and you're just like, oh, I don't care. It's like, okay, well, if you don't care, don't just throw it away. At least ask someone if they want it. You know what I mean? Like, you can offer it before you throw it away. Like, you know, if I have an old charger, I'm not just gonna be like, nah, fuck this. Unless I'd be like, you know, check out and be like, hey, you want this? You know,
I think it's also more complicated than just giving it to somebody, because fame is like, it's not something you can give to somebody, but
Yeah.
he can make another song.
You can
feature
endorse
them on
them,
a song,
though. Yeah.
endorse them. He could talk about another person, do some interviews.
Yeah, it's
with
like
that
it's not
person,
a
go
it's
on
not a
tour.
transferal type of thing, but it's
Yeah.
like you can very heavily promote, endorse somebody who is prepared for that level. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't know whether they're going to be prepared until they get it, but it's like, you know, you can endorse them and be like, yeah, I've been looking at these recent artists. You don't have to make music. You can just go on your post and be like, I've been looking at some underground artists. Honestly, I think you should, you know, give
Yeah,
them
just
a
putting
view
on
and
to
stuff
some
like
of
that.
his diehard fans on like Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, you know, it's like, oh, you know, like I've been looking through underground artists, and honestly, you know, I like their music. It's a very interesting sound take, and it's very unconventional, but in a good way. You know, unconventional in an enjoyable way, not just subverting just to subvert because, you know, well, it's not like anything else. Well, you know, there's problems with that too. you
Yeah.
know. But I don't know.
It is interesting.
This is interesting. I like to see the way sort of artists react to type of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, you can't just be like, "You're famous now, take my fame."
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, there's a ton of options that are very easy and convenient due to the internet. So there's not really like an excuse unless you just don't feel like it.
I mean, his stuff did come out back in the day, but even then, there were still places.
There was still, you know,
Still-
underground artists and stuff like that. There's always been
tweeted
underground.
about it. I know Twitter.
Yeah, it's
back
like
in the day,
there's
so-
always been underground artists. There was never a time when there wasn't, unless you're talking about
No, I'm
like.
just talking about methods of delivery
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
his fans. Yeah, but he definitely could have done something like that. But it's different for every artist in each scenario. Like that's a
Yeah.
very specific one. But he did feature that one chick on his song.
Oh, when she did the
She does the
other
duet with him.
Yeah,
on
duet.
the song. Yeah, so she did feature her, which maybe she could have been an underground artist. Like, hey, come on the song with me and let's make some bags or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
I heard the story of that. Apparently, he was trying to get his girlfriend to voice it, but her voice didn't match. So then he got.
The chick, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
like
can't
her
remember. But the lady who duets with him, he asked her to, and then it was like a perfect fit. He said, he's like, oh, it's a perfect match. It's exactly what I wanted it to sound like. And then they made the song, and I was like, damn, there you
Should have had her be his girlfriend.
go. Damn.
Up to you wasted your chance, buddy, you bozo. She was right there.
Stupid.
You're like, even you said it was a perfect match. You bozo.
Dummy. Stupid. Maybe you should have thought it through, huh?
This guy.
Somebody that you used to know. What, your fanboys got Alzheimer's?
Somebody that you used to know. Yeah, now she's gone, bozo. Now she's actually somebody that you used to know, buddy. You little
Stupid.
dummy.
R.I.P. this fool's brain cells, huh? Come on, think.
I'm about to crack this guy's head over the sidewalk and take him myself. Go, hey, you know, Gautier, forget about him. My name's Mario Sanchez. We're gonna be doing some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Good to meet you. That's me dabbing her up.
It's
At
a
the
dabbing
club.
up.
Hey, you come here often? Just like say a little loud. You can't even hear anything.
What was that?
Often.
Huh? What was that?
Bitch, I'm talking to you, huh? Maybe open your ears a little bit, stupid. Come on, use your brain. And not even try.
Not even.
Dummy.
Yeah, but music is interesting. It's cool. There's so many facets of it that are super interesting. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I'm starting out, so there's not much I can really talk about with experience except mainly creating and putting out stuff. But I want to get into more stuff. Stuff I really want to get into more is like music videos.
Yeah.
I have a lot of ideas for music videos that would be cool, and just executing that is weird. Just figuring out how to do that.
You wanna spitball some ideas? You wanna keep
Spitball
those?
some
You wanna keep
ideas?
those for the album?
I'll do some. I want to do one like on a plane. I think that'd be cool. Driving around in a car, drifting in cars, just like people that do that kind of stuff. Stuff out in just nature, I think is really cool. Music videos out in nature.
Yeah.
Some in the desert. I want to do one in the desert, which would be cool, like a Daft Punk type thing. I don't know. Or what'll be another cool one? Stuff in like cities. I'm just thinking mainly about backdrops for music videos. Stuff to do in them. There's music videos I do like. I like Little L by Jamiroquai. It's him driving with a Lamborghini Countach or something like that. And it's another Lamborghini Diablo or something like that. And they're both driving through these hills, and it's just super cool. They have cameras following them. I really like that song and that music video. Just memorable stuff like that, cool scenes.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Just executing that in a cool way. And really, I mainly do all my stuff by myself, so I don't know. I definitely need help. So I just have to figure out who to collaborate with. But that's something I definitely want to look into. Post them on YouTube, stuff like that.
One of my friends at Berlin does a lot of music videos.
Oh, really?
I can put you in contact with him.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. I'd be down.
Yeah. He's been I think he's been making it for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
I think about it. Yeah. No, I think it's at least like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Probably like 2 years. Yeah, no, probably 2 years.
That's
something like that.
crazy. Probably got a bunch of experience then.
Yeah, he did a lot of what do you call it? Like video shoots for his homeboys. Yeah. That's what was crazy about that. I was like,
It's cool.
yeah.
Cool. I definitely want to get into that more. Because I used to do, I took film before I did music. I wanted to do film.
Really?
Yeah, because I SVCTE, you remember SVCTE?
Uh-huh.
I took the film class at SVCTE because I realized I was like, oh, I want to do film. And I wanted to do music on the side while I did film in college. And then my teacher was like, if you want to do something, just do it. I'm like, you know what, you're right. The only thing a teacher's ever said to me that was actually really like, actual knowledge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what, you're right. So I bought this audio interface the next day.
Damn.
Yeah, well, that was when I was working at Chick-fil-A too.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
bought this, and then I just started making music with that. So it's been a lot of like mix of factors that led to this, but I thought that was pretty cool, yeah. But I also have a little bit of that film stuff in me too because I'm like I want to do music videos also.
Yeah. That's 2 passions that intertwine a lot. So it's like
Yeah, you're right.
maybe a lot closer than you think.
I want to be out in the desert with some robot strippers for
Hell yeah.
my newest music video. And then I'm going to have an alien like crash in the background, and then I'll have like Roger just chilling with one of the alien strippers. And then I'm going to crash at like a car and then blow it up, and then Roger's just going to look at the camera, take off his glasses and say, "Damn, son, where'd you find this?"
He's gonna be like, "Damn, son, where'd you find this?"
Where'd you find this? And then Roger's gonna blow up, and then Gabe's gonna emerge from the wreckage of Roger, because he's a robot, I guess.
Fuck yeah.
And Gabe's just gonna be like, "Starbucks," and then Starbucks.
Get it? Starbucks?
And then we transfer. We pan to the Starbucks that's just out in the desert.
Yeah.
Me and Gabe walk into the Starbucks.
Just
The
like
barista
Arabic bugs.
says, "What can I get for you guys?" And I'm just like, "How about a lead sandwich?" I pull out a shotgun, kill the
Damn.
barista, and then
Hit him with the slugs.
with his slugs. And
That
then Gabe's
recoil
like,
hit like a bitch.
he's like, "How about you take a knuckle sandwich?" He punches his manager.
How about I show you the knuckle panini?
Boom.
What isn't Gabe's manager your manager?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saying this on here though. I'm
Damn.
just joking. It's all jokes.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I think it'd be cool to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Not the robot strippers. That's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, we're serious about that. Elon Musk, or you got robots coming out? Is that true?
Where's
You guys
it?
want to like, you know, Give him a big boo for us.
Hey, Elon Musk, cook it up, though. Where your robots at?
Hey, where your mama?
Where your robots at?
Where your robot? Come on, what do you know
Elon, when you
about?
making cat girls real?
For real? Yeah, I heard he tweeted about that. I was like, didn't he? Or am I
Did he?
tripping?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I think I saw a
don't have
meme
to-
about that, and I was like, I think someone might have edited it or something like that, or I think I saw him tweet it and then delete it. I don't know which one is real because
Yeah,
as
it's
much
probably
as I
fake
don't
accounts.
believe Instagram edits, I also do believe that Elon is that type of guy.
Yeah,
bro.
same.
He's really that guy.
Have you seen the one where he looks at the memes and the dead deer in the pool? And
Yeah,
he
he's
says,
like, "Is that
"Nah,
real?" And he's just
does
laughing.
like, for real, for real. I would do
like-
the same thing.
For real, I'm like, this motherfucker just like me, bro.
Elon's a savage. He has like 6 kids.
Does he
Yeah,
actually?
he has like 2 baby mamas.
For real?
Yeah, he's got Grimes with XA Zasher or whatever, the XA12. Son,
Oh, yeah,
and then he's got 6 kids with
XA12.
another baby mama.
Damn.
Elon's out here busting nuts.
Fool.
He's out busting rockets into space and busting rockets and baby mamas.
For real.
Watch out. Keep your girls at home. Elon's
Talk about
coming for
little Einsteins, bro. Come on, get out of here.
He's
Going on a
little
trip,
Einsteins,
going on a trip in a different rocket ship. Bro. Get out of here, fool.
Hilarious.
That reminds me of that song, Rocket 69 from Fallout.
Rocket 69.
Rocket 69.
Would you like to ride about Rocket 69?
Rocket 69.
Dude, those songs are so good. I love Fallout.
Flying high and have a great time. I love that song.
Dude, Fallout's my favorite game franchise.
They be having just heat on the
Yeah.
play. I'm who in the studio, bro? Hold up.
Let's go.
I'll be on my LeBron dancing shit. You know, all the Instagram videos of him dancing to just random music.
Yeah.
That's me, bro. I'm like, who killing it in the studio, bro? Chill.
He's hacking and whacking and slashing.
Yeah.
He's hack, whack, chopping that meat.
You should make a song where it's
I wanna
literally
do an
just you
oldies album
acoustic.
Like that. I wanna do an
bro.
oldies album like that eventually.
It's true.
Like a Fallout type, oldies type song like that. I think that'd be so much fun. Covers and then try to make my own ones like that. But that's hard.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be hard. But I just like that type of music.
Well, I mean, wait, no, weren't you in band? Yeah, you
I
were.
play saxophone and then as far as other horns, I bought a trumpet. And I haven't taught myself how to play it, but I want to teach myself how to play it. So I have a trumpet at my house. I just haven't used it.
Why not make like a different type of old jazz?
Yeah, it's like
Maybe maybe you could make some sort of like. Why are you petting my
you guys don't know.
plushy Spider-Man?
I'm using his plushie Sam Raimi Spider-Man to hold up the microphone, and I'm petting his head right now as Preston talks.
Yeah, it's good.
He's dead.
Black Donald Trump moment.
What you want to say to the mic? I can't see, asshole. There are cords there.
Move out of the way!
What were you saying? Sorry to distract you
Anyway.
by petting Sam Raimi.
Oh,
Tobey Maguire's head.
yeah. Toby the Goat, bro. Goat Maguire. But, yeah, no, but, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, maybe you can just make a different type of jazz. Maybe where it's
Yeah,
like
I
just
do want-
instruments you know how to play.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, you can use, obviously, regular, like, brass instruments, too. It's like, yeah, okay, obviously, that's a classic and jazz staple. But it's like, maybe you can, I don't know, do something that's not quite jazz type of jazz. Maybe a little derivative. Because isn't jazz all about the beat and, like, you know, about, like
rhythm section is
yeah, like rhythms and stuff like
Jazz
that?
is. I don't know if it's rhythm is a big part of jazz. Definitely. I don't know if it's the main focus.
Well,
I
no,
think
because
a lot of that is.
a lot of people make jokes about jazz that it's just like a bunch of offbeat instruments. It's just
Yeah,
like
I
it's just a
love
bunch of
jazz.
people who don't know how to play instruments.
I love jazz, but to people that don't understand music on that
Yeah.
technical of a level, it sounds like jumbled mess. But really, if you understand it on a technical level, jazz is very advanced and sophisticated because you're
Yeah.
dealing with a lot of music theory that's very tough to learn and a lot of hard chords that are very intricate. Like a lot of jazz is structured, which is really weird because it's structured and crafted specifically to what the person wants, but it's also like mathematically done in a way.
Really?
Yeah, because you have to understand
Mathematic.
you have to understand it on a musical level, to where you build the chords and the notes based on what fits in the key and stuff like that. I don't understand it, and I was in jazz band for 3 years, and I just kind of faked it till I made it. But it was fun. I love jazz. I eventually want to do some jazz stuff, but I think it's going to be in the future, probably eventually. Because right now I just want to focus on getting my abilities up, you know.
Yeah, I get you. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Audio sync. Sorry, quick little audio break. But back, what were we talking about again?
We were talking about...
Oh, no, something about MJ. Who knows, bro?
I just all I remember is calling Gautier a bozo. Huh?
Goon, goblin, get out of here.
Green Goblin.
Goblin. You're struggling, Peter.
To have everything you want.
Strong enough to take it.
Oh, no.
Strong enough to have it all. Too weak to take it.
And he that was a fire fight scene, I gotta.
Dude, for real. I don't want to spoil it because that movie's new, but
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go watch it or else.
yeah, we'll kill you.
Literally.
Yeah,
And
no.
we'll bring Tobey Maguire Spider-Man over here
Yeah,
to
plushie.
your house.
We'll beat you to death with him.
Yeah.
It's slow and painful, just so you know. So go watch it. He's soothing Tobey Maguire Spider-Man to sleep right now, even though he's a plushie.
Is that Spider Cholo?
Spider Gun?
One way Spider Cholo.
Is that Spider Gun?
Torta!
Tortas. El Incredible Cud.
Yeah,
Captain Mexico.
I love that one. With the like a semi-perm. Oh.
Yeah. Iron Hombre.
Yeah.
Banda version. You know there is a banda version.
Yeah, no, I heard the slow banda. Yeah.
That's so funny.
I love that, bro.
Anyways,
They
back
gotta-
on topic.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out what we were talking about.
Same.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Give us a second to recoup our thoughts. Some meditation time.
Exactly.
Bruh. Anyways.
Back to the topic.
Yeah, what have you been up to lately? We talked a lot about me and the music industry, but what about you?
Me, as far as like day job type of stuff, I'm actually a barista now. I'm at Starbucks.
That's awesome.
I'm just a buff ass barista. So it's like,
Buff ass barista. You should get
hi,
that.
welcome to Himbo Bucks. How may I help you take
Himbo?
your order today?
You want some soy with some soy with some soy?
Yeah, dude.
He's like, nah, let me just get a water. You mean soy?
Soy.
No, that would be like Soy Boy Bucks. That wouldn't be Himbo Bucks.
Yeah.
Himbo is like buff, like jacked as hell.
Oh, like the Chad. I get it.
Hi, welcome to Bodybuilder Bucks.
Bruh.
I might get you some whey protein.
You want some protein with that water?
So was that 2 scoops of protein? No, just water. There's like creatine in there or like
You want some,
no, just regular
You want
water.
a side of chicken and rice?
Yeah.
Bro, I thought this was Starbucks.
That's our protein bar. I don't think you understand. Okay, let me break it down for you again. Chicken, broccoli, rice. If you get that protein box, it comes with a free medium creatine. I don't think you get what I'm saying here. Okay, are you stupid or are you dumb? Do you not get this? Like, look, you get protein, and you get synced up. Okay. But yeah, back to the topic about jazz. Yeah, that's why like a lot of people say it's just a bunch of instruments like mashed together, and then you're talking
Yeah.
about like how it's personalized to.
It is very personalized. Like a lot of old jazz is especially like that with Miles Davis and John Coltrane, who were just giants in their instruments. They were really smart in the way they knew how to craft songs and what to play where and what to play at this section, what notes are playing here, or what key this part of the song is in, and it's really interesting. And that's when jazz gets fun. Is once you start understanding it and you start messing around, it's really kind of like it's almost like it's like a creative playground. I guess you could say it's like that. There's so much stuff you could do in a specific song. There's so much you can go. I really like the soloing aspect of jazz. In jazz band, we used to solo over the songs, and everyone gets their own little 16-bar solo, 8-bar solo, which is like probably like 30 seconds or more, maybe a minute. But when you're on stage, it feels like a lifetime. And soloing is literally whatever. It's off the top of your head. It's nothing. It's nothing scripted. You could come up with a scripted solo, or you have a specific ideas. But solos are a lot of the time meant to be off the dome, which is where real skill comes in. Is if you can make something off the dome sound like it's scripted. That's where it's really cool.
Yeah.
And that's something that's hard to do, especially with me. Now I play more guitar, and guitar soloing is super hard and to do right. Because you could guitar solo and it can sound like just trash because you're just playing random stuff. But for it to sound right is really hard. And that's something I want to work on a lot more because I think that's really interesting, you know.
Damn. That's an interesting take on that because I didn't do solos in instruments. I actually don't even know how to play any instruments. Like no bullshit. Not even like being humble or having humility or humility.
Humility. Hey.
I'm gonna coin that word, bro. It's gonna become a thing. Humility, bro. The ability to be humble.
Sit down. Be humility. Sit down.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, no, but I mean, in D12, remember in Creek, in D12, that's a drill team with arms. Yeah. I was the commander of that. And I didn't like as much of the regulation moves because it's just a bunch of marching around and doing salutes in different ways and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, it's just not that interesting. Where I really shined, especially in teaching and stuff like that, people, was the like freestyling aspect, you know what I'm saying? The exhibition moves, the flashy stuff, you know. I don't know, there's just something about it that the requirements of skill and the skill gap that you need to, you know, get over the curve of is just really interesting because you could just string moves together and just create like endless combos. True. Or you can, you know, break moves down and make combos out of them and stuff like that. And that was my favorite thing to do because I'm really personally like creative and I like, you know, just kind of improvising a lot of stuff. I don't really like scripting anything. So that's where my strengths play into. You know, it's just kind of improvising and making the best thing I can because for me, it's more fun to improvise because when I'm scripted, I don't know, it just doesn't feel authentic. Yeah. And it doesn't feel like it's enough of a challenge, you know, because I'm like, really, any idiot can memorize a script. Mm-hmm. You know, the real skills.
Sometimes if it's something you've crafted and you script it down, then that's different. But if it's something that's pre-made and stuff and it's packaged like all the other ROTC teams do that, then you're like, man, this is lame, or this is the one solo everyone plays, or the one sing type of thing. You're like, man, this sucks. Everyone does this. Yeah.
That's why, like, not saying scripts are bad. I like scripts, and especially as a voice actor, I need them, like, literally, for the characters. So it's like, it's not that script writers are bad. Like, I love script writers. I'm friends with quite a few of them, and they help me out, improve my writing. But for me, it's more fun and more a test of my skill if I can freestyle something, you know, if I can just, you know, like just solo it basically on, you know, anything, whether that's doing like spin moves or like combinations of spins and stuff like that, or whether it's freestyling a script, you know, like in my videos where it's just script written by me, that means there is no script. Yeah. That's why it's written by me. That means I didn't write anything. This is all one take. That's where all my videos written by me. Yeah, they're all one take.
A lot of your videos all one take?
No, not a lot of them. There were a few ones. The ones that say written by me, it's like doctrinaires.
So they were one continuous take right off your dome. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. And for it to sound that's really hard to do correctly.
Yeah.
So that's really impressive.
That's why I was like, you know what? If I fuck up, like I guess that's the video.
Yeah.
If
Yes,
something
that's
happens in the
it.
background, I guess that I need to figure out a way to make that into the story because it's gonna be real awkward if I'm sitting there like an idiot, trying to figure out what I'm gonna say next.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's why there's only a few of them. There's only like 3 or something like that. There's only like 3 videos of mine, maybe. No, I think it's 3. Yeah, it's
That are
3.
your scripts.
Yeah, that are my scripts that are just one take freestyle. It's like I just like that because it's very challenging for me,
Yeah.
you know. And I like being challenged in my work and stuff like that. And I like when people enjoy, you know, my work for what it is and being like, damn, like you put it out there, you challenge yourself, and people liked it because that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
People liking it too and receiving well, that's you're not even factoring that in. When you're making, you know, a script or a solo or a piece originally, you're not even gonna know if people are gonna like it, and you have to figure out as the audience reacts. You know what I'm saying? And that's my favorite part about, you know, freestyling, especially on videos. It's like I don't even know if it's gonna sound good, to be
Yeah.
honest. I just need to keep the story going and just fill the gaps of space where there's a bunch of, you know, white noise or just dead air and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Just fill them. And give it, you know, appropriate pauses in between. And it's like, you don't even know if people are going to like them, dude.
True.
You're going to find out.
True. But since you're a creative too, I feel for me, I turn into my own worst critic. But I think I have to be that way.
Yeah.
I think for my music, I tend to ask people to listen to my songs, tell me what they think. Some people are good about that, but some people are just like, oh, sounds good. And I'm like, thanks for the creative criticism.
Yeah,
I
like,
can definitely improve my music now.
fuck, dude, let me type that down. Sounds good.
I don't know how to describe, but I have to listen attentively. Where I'm like, yeah, this kind of sucks. Doesn't sound good. I don't
Yeah.
like this.
You have to basically take a third person
Yeah.
perspective on yourself,
Mhm.
which is really weird doing.
Yeah.
At least for me, because it's like, I don't know.
Do
I
you
guess
do
I'm
that
used to
with
that.
some of your work as well.
Oh, I listen to all my videos.
Mm.
Again, I'll play them in the background. And I'm like, does this make sense? Does this sound good?
Yeah.
If I were to listen to this in the background, would I
Enjoy it.
I don't know. Am I
Attention.
tuning in? Am I tuning it out? What am I doing? Am I just leaving it on because it's something to play?
Yeah.
Or am I listening to it because I like it?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try and make it very enticing.
Yeah.
You know?
I see what you're saying.
I try and make it like very like gripping, you know? Because I don't
Yeah.
want your attention anywhere else. I want it. I'm selfish, bro. I want all of it. I want all the attention. Give me that playtime.
Give it to me.
Give me that YouTube playtime, bro. Give me that watch time.
Give me that subscribe. Give me that
Yeah.
like button. No, I
Dude, what hurts me the most, this is kind of off topic from music, it's like 99% of my audience is unsubscribed.
Isn't that what happens with a lot
I
of
was like,
YouTubers?
With some, it's like
Smaller
40%.
ones,
Yeah,
smaller ones.
small
Bigger
ones.
are easy.
Like I'm only at like 1.06K or something, like 1,060 or something like that,
Mhm.
subscribers, 1,050, depending on when I upload this.
Yeah.
But dude, it's like 99.1 or 99.4. I'm like, dude, y'all are killing me with this. Like,
Yeah.
it's really disheartening because it's
I
like,
don't know what it is, but it must be hard to get people to commit to watch your videos often. Because I subscribe to people that I know I like, that I know I'm gonna watch multiple times. You know.
yeah.
So if it's like a recommended thing, like your video pops up into the recommended, I've watched so many recommended videos, but don't subscribe to them. You know.
Yeah.
So it must be a hard thing trying to get.
That's
something
why
like-
I found a way to leverage the YouTube system. Like you've seen my views on my documentary
Yeah.
ASMR channel. Like,
It's crazy because you have like 1,000 subscribers, but in some videos you get crazy views. You got 13K views. Didn't you have one that has 70K views?
no, that would be insane.
I thought
No,
no.
14K.
Yeah, 14. And then you have one that
I
has
have a
7.
couple of them that are like 13K. One of them's like
Yeah.
10. One of them's like
I
6,
thought
7,
my
7.
bad. I thought you said me- I thought you said
70. That'd be
70K.
insane.
That's
Holy
insane.
shit. No, but I mean, yeah, it's hard as like a smaller creator to break into the thing, like
Yeah.
break into. That's why I did voice acting. Cause like, you know what, I kind of like this. It's a little more my speed.
Mhm.
You know, it's not so upload intensive,
Yeah.
which I still even fall behind on.
No,
I
I feel
apologize to you guys for like the giant gaps. My life gets like pretty busy, and I'm trying to juggle it all, especially with all this new stuff coming up. Trying to figure out how to find a good rhythm. I'm not blowing you guys off. Like,
No, I feel it definitely. Right now is especially a busy time of the year, like we said earlier on in the
Yeah.
podcast. Everyone is busy, so I don't think anyone can blame you for saying that you're busy. At least in music, I can drop stuff whenever I want, and I don't have to be restricted to like a specific time schedule. But for YouTube, people they want content now.
At least weekly,
now.
at minimum.
That's one thing I don't like about today's social media is that people get bored so easy because the attention span. And if you're not dropping new stuff all the time, you'll get forgotten about. I'm like, it's kind of sad.
It's so hyper aggressive.
Yeah.
Even in a less competitive field like mine, like my field in like voice acting ASMR is a lot less competitive, especially with all the people who are doing regular ASMR. Like, I'm not even gonna try that, dude. Just forget. Yeah, just forget about ASMR, like regular ASMR. I do voice acting ASMR. But dude, don't even like it. My field's like less competitive, but it's still dominated by like a few giants.
Yeah.
And then everybody else, you just get forgotten about so fast because now everybody's doing it, dude.
Yeah.
Since last year to this year, there were a few giants, and then there's a bunch of like tiny channels that were like 10 subscribers, 100 subscribers. Now it's like there's so many with thousands, shit like that. Everybody's growing so rapidly because everybody's influxing to that field.
True.
Because people just get bored of regular ASMR. Like they have their loyal fans, and then people are like, I want something different, you know. So then they jump over to like our field. And I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, you know. Like, but then they're just not committed, you know. I'm trying to build up just a loyal fan base who are like, not even fan base. I just want a community that I can like interact with and stuff like that, hang out with, just entertain because it's fun. You know, it's fun like entertaining people and people liking what you put out. You know, it's
encouraging. It makes you want to create more.
Yeah, made me smile, made me happy.
Yeah.
Flag rags. It's a fun thing, but it's like it's so hyper competitive nowadays. It is ruthless, man.
And I think this goes back to what we were talking about earlier with industry plants. I think it's a need for new media, which it's kind of sucks, but since people's attention spans are so short and there's always a new demand for new content, it's easier for people to blow up really fast and then die out, you know.
Yeah.
With industry plans or just other people in general, just on social media and other platforms, creativity.
It is, dude. It's like hard to keep up because people, dude, a video I create 3 hours making gets watched in 20 minutes. I'm like,
yeah,
you guys are really really pushing me,
that.
huh? Like, holy shit, you guys are fast.
Like, yeah, if I work on a 4-minute song for a month or 2 months or like 3 months or something like that, it gets listened to in 4 minutes, and then someone, man, this is trash. Boy, if you don't get your...
If I don't knock the goofy out your hip. I know.
Mickey Mouse.
No, but like, dude, I be making like 15, 20-minute videos. It takes me 3 hours to go through the whole process, thumbnail, record, re-record. Because most of the time, most of my videos, if I mess up during the video and it's something like big, I just gut the entire video. I restart all the way from scratch because, well, that's more of a me thing. I could cut stuff out, but I just gut the entire thing because I'm like, for you know, here at the Rich Boy Podcast, I'm like, obviously it's like an hour. I'm not gonna gut an hour of content, you know. But on my Dotronix ASMR channel, I just gut the entire video, the whole thing, delete it. I don't save any projects, don't even have anything. It's gone, you know, until I get the final product. Sometimes if I had the whole script like exactly how I wanted it, and then it's just like tiny fuck ups, I'll edit them out. But I don't know. I just don't like the feeling of like stitching together a video. I don't know. I want it to like flow so smoothly. Yeah. With one take and just be like, damn, that was a good video, rather than, damn, that must have been a lot of editing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel it. Like that's why, like with music and with podcasts, you can't do that because it's like, I mean, unless you just got dummy amount of hours on your hands, you got literally nothing else going on, then go ahead. Yeah. But the same vibes that are in like one recording session aren't going to be the same if you have to re-record it or if you do that. It's just going to continually get more scripted and tired. So you just have to edit out small parts, which is cooler. But you know, it's like, I don't know. It's just a different take. I respect it. It's like, you know, obviously you can't or you probably shouldn't like spend that much time on a video. If you spend like 4 hours recording, yeah, maybe you gotta find something else. You know, maybe you gotta like tweak some of your editing, but you know, like because if you're spending 4 hours recording, yeah, you gotta streamline it a little bit because that's just so much time burning through. That's why sometimes I'll just do the videos in my like the thumbnails in my spare time. While I'm like reading the script, I'll be doing the thumbnails as I'm reading it. Yeah, so I can kind of just get a feel for it and be like, I don't know, I want this to look a little different. I want this to interact a little different. You know what I'm saying? And
I was gonna say, I think that's interesting because I think in music, at least for me, I could take a long time on a project. The thing is that it's just if people care to listen to it, if I put it out, you know. For you, you want to keep engagement up because YouTube is all about engagement, new videos, all the time. Yeah, dude. Getting people hyped for new stuff to drop, subscribing. Yeah. You know.
That's why. Hold on.
That work?
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So we're talking about like brass and stuff like that, and you know, brass instruments. It's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the tastes of, I guess, music in life have changed a lot. Yeah. Like personally, like the type of jazz I listen to is like smooth jazz. It just always seems classy and always seems like, I don't know. Like there's very few smooth jazz songs that aren't, you know, at least palatable. You know what I mean?
Everyone can listen to
like it. Even if you're not like, damn, this is my shit, you're just like, you know what, it's kind of chill. It's kind of chill. I kind of like.
Some people say it's elevator music, but I'm like, it's true because elevators are fire. What are you talking about?
For real. Like, hey, would you rather walk or use a fucking elevator, you bozo?
Bozo, you gonna get up the building? What are you, Spider-Man, huh?
For real, fucking throw up the side, get the fuck out of here. You ain't even.
Tom McGuire, tell him to come take you up the building. Well, I'm already up there, bozo.
Dummy. We can make a Spider-Man just because this Spider-Man plushie fucking fire, bro.
Yeah. He's holding up the mic, by the way, for those of you who aren't here right now.
Yeah. If you can't see us with our no recording.
We spent like 10 minutes looking up if
Spider-Man plushie.
The Spider-Man plushie, the exact same one, but he's one of a kind.
Yeah, we really can't find another one, bro.
And then we watched a video of Tobey Maguire watching a paparazzi get hit by a car and laugh.
Yeah, the paparazzi was recording him. He starts laughing and he goes, dun, 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 dun,
he's like, hope you stay safe out there. No! And then the video just ends.
He starts laughing and shit.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
You're trash, Brock.
You're trash. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel kind of out of place. We're talking about like other Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
Like Miles Morales. And like, I don't know. Personally, I don't like him. Mario said he doesn't like him.
Yeah.
He just tries too hard to be what Peter effortlessly represents. You know what I'm saying? He's trying way too hard to be exactly the same and yet completely different. So he's not like, well, he's not a clone character. He's not a copy because he's like not the same. And then I'm like, well, why would I want to pick a hero that isn't the hero that I already like but uses his same costume and design? I don't get it. Like what's the point, you know? Mm-hmm. Both of us are Latino. He's Mario's Peruvian, I'm Panamanian. Got the 2 P's, bro.
Hey. Pee-pee.
Panamanian.
Got the pee-pees up in here.
But for real. But I mean, even with that, like closer resembling us, you know, like culturally wise and like family wise, I don't know. It feels like it tries so hard that it's just alienating. Yeah. It's like I can't really relate because you're trying to push it so much.
So much. That's the one thing I was talking to Preston about. I was like, Peter Parker, he's just a guy. I was even watching about the Ultimate Comics last night.
Yeah.
I was watching a video about. Actually, no, I was watching a different one about Kraven's Last Hunt. Actually.
Yeah, I remember that one.
The creator said the reason he came up with the idea of a superhero coming back from the dead and climbing out of the grave.
Yeah, and he tried to model the story around what would thematically fit in these like epic screenshots. Not screenshots, but like art compositions.
He wanted to do it with Batman and Joker, and then he wanted to do it with Wonder Man. but neither of those characters fit. And so once he started getting more jobs at Marvel, he got the opportunity to write for Spider-Man and created Kraven's Last Hunt. And he said Spider-Man worked so well in that story is because he's an everyman, and his love for Mary Jane helped drive him to stay alive, whereas Kraven wanted to kind of die and finish his last hunt, which I thought was interesting. That got a little off topic, but Peter is an everyman. It's someone everyone can relate to. You can relate to Miles Morales and what he wants to do, but you're going to be bombarded with the fact that, he's a black ginger Latino and Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man. And he has electricity. And he's invisible. And he can shoot webs. And he's better than him. And he got his suit from the event from S.H.I.E.L.D. And I was like, damn, like, okay, what doesn't he have?
Try to trash on Peter. He's the OG.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's funny because, like, as much as they try and make Miles Morales even more relatable, it actually gets farther and farther from relatable because he's like, well, he's like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Except he's better because he has electricity. And he's better because he can go invisible. But he doesn't even need a suit to do that. Spider-Man does. Like, Peter does. He's like, and he's better than Spider-Man. Because, like, his suit looks cooler. Oh, did I mention he got it from S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yeah, it's not, like, raggedy home clothes. It's like, I'm sorry, is this supposed to be relatable? Like, he's getting everything handed to him. He got bit by it once, and he gets, like, 3 extra powers, and the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents contact him about his very first suit. Like, his suit that everybody's seen, not the one in Spider-Verse, the actual, like, canonical one. The backstory is he gets it from agents. He gets it from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
He has a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents to design it for him to look like Spider-Man, but not be the same. I'm like, what? So you didn't even work for like, what can I relate to you on? Like that you're like kind of genetically related to me a little bit,
Yeah. Spider-Man
Like,
had to sew his own suit. He had to do it all himself.
And that's what I liked about. Oh wait, no, I can't talk about No Way Home. Never mind. Oh no.
If you haven't watched it, well.
Okay, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers for
spoilers.
No Way Home.
So if you haven't watched No Way Home, go watch it. I don't want to hear about.
Well, you didn't tell me there was
Spoilers, bro. We're talking about it for like 30 seconds. Okay, 30-second spoiler warning.
Get out of here.
Go fucking leave your bozo. Go watch it. It's been out for like 2 weeks, bro. What are you doing? So spoilers for No Way Home. Last chance to leave. Okay, we're spoiling it.
End of the movie.
End of the movie.
Spider-Man gets a new suit.
He sews it himself.
Yeah, so it's actual like comic book accurate.
Yeah, it's a lot brighter colors too. It looks like
It's different,
almost kind of shiny.
Yeah, I think like the blue was kind of shiny. The red, it's not.
The red was a little
shiny.
bit more flat.
Yeah, but the
slightly.
blue it's like sparkly almost.
Yeah, it looked kind of sparkly.
It's kind of fluorescent almost, which is interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
It looks super comic book accurate.
So, Toby and Andrew show up. I'm pretty sure everybody knew that. It's,
If you haven't seen it in memes.
Yeah, if you
I have a
haven't.
friend who hasn't seen it and he hasn't been spoiled yet. I'm like, dude, how have you not been spoiled?
Yeah,
I guess he just doesn't keep up with Spider-Man.
Current objective: survive. Like, try not to get spoiled. But yeah. So Andrew and Toby show. If you didn't know that, just from how big of an opportunity to make money that is, that Marvel would do that. It's like you're kind of oblivious to what Marvel's main goal, or like most companies' main goal is in life, is about money. Yeah.
What's the money?
Tiene dinero. But they both show up. They get good endings. I thought they were gonna kill Toby. Mario. We were in the theater. Tell him.
I was with Preston in the theater, and I had already seen the movie before, so I knew what was gonna happen. But Preston, it was his first time, along with me, Preston, Gabe, and Roger. Yeah, we were with Rogelio too, and we were all watching it. Tobey Maguire gets shanked from the Green Goblin. Preston goes, "The fuck."
Yeah, no, I literally in the theater.
Bruh.
I was like, bruh, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, he's like, are you fucking serious?
And then, cause I thought they were gonna kill him. I'm like, I swear, if you kill the OG one, I'm gonna go kill the director, bro. Whoever directed that scene, I'm on your ass.
Your face
bro.
went from excited to, bro, I'm about to kill somebody, and it was so funny. And like for the next 5 minutes until they showed Toby again, Preston was just so pissed, and then Toby was like, I've been stabbed before, so he's okay. And then you were like relieved, but for a second there, you were pissed.
Not even saying for like 5 minutes, but I was heated, bro. I was like, don't play with me. That's what I grew up with.
Don't play with my Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's my homeboy. All my shooters dressed in red and blue, bro. Like, we don't rock with red and black. We rock with red and blue, bro. Like,
in this house, We wear Spider-Man costumes.
For real, my pajamas are Spider-Man. I just wear morphs.
Got Spider-Man undies on.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's what happens when I pull my pants down. It makes that sound. It's got a noise player. Anyways.
But yeah.
I like to show girls my web shooter. Never mind. Delete that.
Jeez. No, we keeping that.
Oh no.
But yeah. Anyway, back to the topic. It's just like a lot of the tastes have changed. Is what most of this episode's about. Just like kind of retrospecting on life.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about all the change. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about a lot of this because it seems like it's trying so hard to be cooler than the original that it kind of just makes me appreciate the original more. Yeah. Like it brings me back to watching those, like watching Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1 again.
I watched all of them in the hype.
Yeah.
Get ready for the No Way Home.
And I was like, and I'd watched Spider-Man No Way Home or Far From Home when it dropped.
Far From Home wasn't that good.
It was pretty cheese, bro. Definitely. And I watched Homecoming pretty recently too. Like
Homecoming is good. I like Homecoming a lot.
It was alright. For me, it felt like it leaned too heavily on Iron Man shit like that. Iron
That's
Man
true.
this,
I
Iron
agree
Man
with
that,
that. But
Iron Man
in
this.
terms of like a, that's the thing. They mixed Spider-Man and Miles Morales' story. But in Homecoming, in terms of a first movie, I had a really fun time watching it with my friends when it first came out. I'm like, oh, this is a really fire movie.
Yeah.
But they really, I don't know. To get off topic a little bit, they really mixed Miles Morales and Peter Parker's story in the MCU movies. If you didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why it's like, you know, people say that corny ass line. I swear, if I hear it one more time, I'm gonna actually kill some. No. They say, see, Tobey Maguire is the best Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield's the best Spider-Man, and Tom Holland is the best mix-about. I'm like, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm literally going to fucking murder you. Like that's like
you're just a Toby stan, bruh.
Oh no, because first off, Tom Holland's movies was cheeks, bro. As far as like actual loyal to like the storyline,
Spider-Man, yeah.
And I'm not like a fucking like huge. Oh, it's gotta be done my way or no way. I didn't really like Ultimate Spider-Man because Spider-Man's my favorite character, and they killed his ass in the comics. And I was like, I'm just not really for that, especially when you replace him with another Spider-Man, and then you replace him with a different Spider-Man, and then you bring back the same original Spider-Man you killed. So like, first off, you made me sad for no reason, so you're fucked up. Second off, you replaced him with an inferior product, so you're fucked up. And then third off, you brought him back anyway. So his death was pointless. So you're still fucked up. It's like, you know, and that's a lot of the things. I don't know. I guess I'm just tired of all, you know, my legends and stuff like that I grew up with being just thrashed in the new movies. Like how Luke Skywalker got done so dirty in all of the new Star Wars. I'm like, fuck this, dude.
All those three movies suck.
You know, like I saw like Tom Holland get, you know, it's Iron Boy Jr. and when he's not that, he's fucking Miles Morales. I'm like, could you just stop fucking with the original character? Just make your own character and don't make him a clone, but better of the original one. He's like Spider-Man, but he's cooler because he's got a cooler suit color, which I personally like the red and blue. It's just very iconic.
Yeah,
I've seen white and black and red and black and white and red and black and white so many times.
We're also comic book fans, so we know the suits too, and we know what other cool suits there are, and we've seen these like a million times.
Yeah.
So people that don't know anything about Spider, oh, that's a cool new suit, red and black. I've never seen that before. Yeah. But that's right. Come on, bruh.
Yeah, for real. It's like
we want red and blue.
Yeah, you know, like I don't know. At the end of the movie, he gets a new suit. He sews it himself, and he goes off and like, you know, he's like freezing his ass off. And he's like whipping around and jumping around, which is cool, but it's just too little, too late. You know what I mean?
True, but I don't think so now. He's going to do like another 2 trilogies, bro. That's 6
movies. Trilogies?
I think they said at least one more, but I think they said 2. And he's going to be in another Avengers project. I think at least one more trilogy, maybe, if Sony and Marvel work out good. But they said he's going to do another team-up movie and then Avengers.
I kind of hope that they... Okay, so I've been saying this to Mario for the last, like, day. Is
Ultimate.
Remember, okay, you guys remember the Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he has his suit, right? It's like, it looks like the Ultimate Spider-Man. He has the peaked eyes, very big eyes, like
A comic accurate suit that has
yeah,
eyes.
like giant eyes. It's peaked up. He's very thin. You know what I'm saying? That like Andrew Garfield's very thin
He
and
is.
stuff like that. He's got the colors. It's a lot
He's
more.
around the same age.
Yeah,
He's
in
like
the,
he's going to college right now, or well, back in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, he's about to go to college.
yeah. So he's about to go to college.
But now he's
And
like, old.
I told him, yeah. I told Mario, I was like, dude, okay, that looks like Ultimate Spider-Man. He's like, yeah, you know, that I say it's pretty accurate. He's like, you know, he's like, I think that's kind of the vibe they were going for. I'm like, no, but check this out. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 are meant to be darker films, right? And Venom is meant to be a darker film. And it's like, okay, yeah, you know, like, okay, there's a Sonyverse, whatever. No, but Venom doesn't have this symbol. And he doesn't have the powers. He just uses his tentacles, like his like symbiote tendrils, and he kind of runs around and shit. And he's got like claws and toes and shit. He's a lot more like spiky and you know just bulked up, rather than looking like Venom. He kind of just looks like this like giant alien.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, remember back in the Ultimate Spider-Man, that's what Venom looked like because they had two separate symbiotes until they merged into one.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what happened in the first end credit scene of The Amazing Spider-Man? Eddie Brock has a symbiote. Part of the symbiote gets left in the Marvel Universe, which means that Spider-Man's going to have a symbiote. Tom Holland as Spider-Man's going to have a symbiote.
Shoot, I forgot.
What other storyline do two symbiotes exist at the same time? One of them has a logo, one doesn't. The Ultimate Spider-Man. He said he's going to stick around for another 2 trilogies. The Sinister 4, 5.
Yeah, that was lame. I gotta admit, in No Way Home, that was lame. They only had 5 villains. But I understand why.
The Sinister 5 that turned into 4 because Doc Ock was good.
Yeah, I was like, bro, Doc Ock, come on. He's an OG villain. He should have been a villain.
I was like, if anything, Sandman. Why the fuck was he fighting against them?
Yeah, and
I was like, leave Doc Ock as a villain. Just make Sandman a hero. You know, like you can fucking balance out the scales. And Doc Ock doesn't show up until like the very end.
Yeah, but
Well, he's in the fight. He's throughout the movie, but like as far as fighting the Sinister 5, 4,
yeah,
he doesn't show up.
he's just
until
there.
the
He
end.
like runs away.
Yeah.
But like what we're talking about with Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I was like,
Literally, I mean, Ultimate Spider-Man, they could definitely do that with Andrew
Yeah.
Garfield's franchise.
that's what I was saying. I was like, his suit's the most accurate. But what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna try and make Tom Holland the Ultimate Spider-Man because he looks younger and shit like
You
that.
think so?
Well, no, because
I don't
dude,
think so.
2 symbiotes. One of them doesn't have a logo. One does. He just got his new suit remade. He made his own suit. He's starting off from the beginning. No one remembers him. Ned's there. Ned eventually turns into the Hobgoblin in the comics. Goblin is back. Doc Ock is back.
Yeah, but not in his
Sandman
universe.
Electro is back. Yeah, but if they're gonna do another crossover film, you not think they're gonna do?
I don't think they'll do it again. I don't
because
think
it's
they'll
kind of
bring-
overused.
I don't think they'll bring him back again. I think this is in Tom Holland's universe. I think this is the last time we see Sinister Six.
Really?
I don't think they come back again. I think
Damn.
they're gonna do Kraven. They're gonna do Venom. I think they could do Chameleon.
Oh,
I want Chameleon because I like Chameleon, and then Scorpion. Don't forget about the Scorpion they introduced
Yeah.
in Homecoming. So they could do
Oh yeah, the fucking
the
dude with
Matt
tats.
Gargan.
Yeah, he's got like
he's
a
in
brown-
Breaking Bad, the same actor. But I think they're gonna do definitely Venom and Kraven because they wanted Kraven's Last Hunt. And they said if they couldn't do a multiverse for Spider-Man 3, they were gonna do Kraven's Last Hunt in this movie.
They'll probably do both.
That would have been cool. But I think, I don't think they're gonna come back. I think he might do a multiverse event too. But what I want is for Andrew Garfield to get the Venom symbiote. But I saw this thing on Insta. It's because the best part about the Amazing Spider-Man movies is his chemistry with Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. I
Spider
think
Gwen.
They should do Spider Gwen. I think that'd be cool.
That would be that'd be
That'd be
interesting.
cool, but I
They
wanna
could
see
port her
more.
in from a different universe, and they'll have an excuse to be like, the
And
main
then-
one's dead.
They love each other. Yeah, because Spider Gwen's homeboy dead. Peter Parker dead in that universe. That boy died.
Yeah, and Gwen died in the Amazing Spider-Man's universe.
Cracked the neck of the
Whoopsies. Whiplash.
No, but that's one theory I just thought of with the 2 Spider-Man, and I was like, Venom and so Eddie Brock and
Do you
Peter
think they'll
Parker.
combine eventually? Like they'll take him out?
Yeah, I think that they'll eventually like both of the Venom symbiotes will jump back to Eddie Brock because that's what happened, and also it doesn't make sense. Why would you make Spider-Man Venom? The whole thing is that he rejects Venom,
No,
which
that's
makes
what
him
I'm
such
saying.
a good villain.
Do you think? I'm saying is like, since if let's say if Eddie Brock's is like Tom Hardy's character is in Andrew Garfield's universe, if they do that, do you think they'll take the Venom symbiote from Tom Holland's MCU Spider-Man universe and take it back to Eddie Brock's, or do you think Eddie Brock will come over?
What I think is that Eddie Brock will jump over occasionally as like a main villain or like an anti-hero like he is in the comics. So what I think they should do, they're probably not going to do it, but what I really think they should do is make Andrew Garfield the Ultimate Spider-Man, make Tom Hardy Venom, Ultimate Venom.
Yeah.
I think that's what they should do. They can still have symbiote Spider-Man, Secret Wars Spider-Man, like OG Secret Wars, in Tom Holland's universe. You can still do that because, again, the little tiny bit of the symbiote is left. So you can still have him do his Secret Wars shit. You can still have the Ultimate Spider-Man in this universe. I don't think they should kill him, but if you want to stick with the comics and the Sinister Six killed him, really don't think they should, because then again you shut down the possibility of a multiverse, because what's the point of bringing over only one Spider-Man after he dies?
The thing is you could say like, oh, there's a multiverse where this character didn't die, and then you're like, well, he did die in the movie. Well, in this universe he didn't. The multiverse is it's cool, but it's also a cheap excuse.
It's always a cop-out, because it's like, well, Spider-Man died. See, that's one of 30,000 Spider-Man. What the fuck?
Infinite universes and multiverses is in a different universe. We didn't film this podcast today. In a different universe, this podcast lasted a second longer.
Yeah.
It lasted 2 seconds longer in a different.
3, 4, 5,
so it's like
6.
infinite possibilities. Spider-Man took a
It's
shit.
just the multiple worlds theory.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's what I think they should do. What I think they're honestly going to do is they're probably going to bring Eddie Brock over to MCU universe. They're going to make him Venom. They're going to have Tom Holland wear the suit for a little bit. He's going to reject it. He's going to do the bell tower scene that happens in the comics and happens in the Toby scene, because they're going to be like, oh, look at homage to the originals. And then, he's going to already be Venom, but it's going to merge back into one. He's going to get the, logo. He's going to get the little white hands, little white squares on his hands.
Those are cool.
Yeah, he's going to get little white blocks on his hands. He's going to get the symbol on the front and back and shit like that. And it's not going to have any nanotech, because the nanotech suit's destroyed, so he's not going to be some sort of like overpowered fucking tech symbiote thing. He's going to be regular Venom. That's, his feet are eventually going to become like shoes, because that looks kind of weird when they're toes.
Yeah.
So
hopefully not feet. I hate that.
That one's kind of weird. That's why I kept saying Ultimate Venom, because he did look like that. He had like toe, and he had like claws, and he's like no symbol and shit like that. And he had like he was just very bulky and shit. He just looked more like an alien rather than, like Venom.
Yeah.
So that's what I think they're actually going to do. I was really hoping that they bring back the Sinister Six from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I was really hoping they brought back that and then brought in Venom from the Sonyverse.
I think they might do the Sinister Six
from the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
at the end scene.
Yeah. I think they might do that.
Well, I was hoping they'd do that, bring Venom in, boom. You finally have like a mostly complete, Sonyverse. Don't think they should bring back Harry Osborn as Goblin, because that shit was cringy.
I hate that.
They should
he's actually
recast.
He's actually gonna do it. I don't think, because it's Oscorp literally does everything in that universe. In the Amazing Spider-Man, he has all the tech for everyone: the Vulture, the Rhino suit, the Doc Ock arms, the symbiote. He literally has all the tech for everyone.
No, I don't. They didn't introduce the symbiote in the Amazing Spider-Man series.
Are you sure? I thought it was in like one of the containment things that's like this. I thought it was bouncing around and stuff. Maybe they didn't.
I think you're thinking about the Spider-Man video game, because they did do that.
No, yeah, they've done a few times.
It was around like Harry. I think it was like near Harry Osborn or something like that. He was in like the tube and he's like bouncing around, or it's like the symbiote was like latching onto the corners and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe.
What I'm wondering is if Spider-Man in the MCU is going to show up in Doctor Strange too. Do you think he will?
Maybe.
No, I doubt it. I bet he will have some part, because he caused the multiverse to be broken.
Yeah.
So that's what I originally thought was going to happen. Him, Doctor Strange, and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's what I was thinking right now is how long are we going to see him with his comic book accurate suit?
Yeah.
Because he's going to get the Venom suit in the next movie, so we're not going to see him. And if it's not in Doctor Strange or like the next Avengers, which the next Avengers is going to be in like 4 years probably.
You think they're gonna do Secret Wars with the Avengers? Or
I
they're
think
gonna-
so. I think they're gonna do Secret Wars, but
Well, you know what?
I wanna
Thor's
do
already off-world, so then maybe they can like chase him around or something like that, or they're trying to get in contact with him, but he's like too far, so they have to go out to the planet.
Battle World,
Yeah.
something like that. But you know what I was thinking? They're gonna. I want them to do a Secret Invasion Avengers movie because they're doing a Secret Invasion TV show. But if they, you know, with Nick Fury, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, if they finish the Secret Invasion storyline in a TV show, I'm gonna be so.
Wasn't
mad.
Secret Invasion
It's when
the
the
Hydra?
No, it's when the Skrulls put sleeper agents in.
Oh, yeah,
superheroes.
yeah.
And so they find out one superhero is dead, and they turn into a Skrull. They're like, oh shit, this guy's a fucking Skrull. Who else is a Skrull? And that's when everything hits the fan, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then the Skrulls attack you. I like that story so much because it's so crazy.
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of the one where Captain America joins Hydra. What was that called again? It was like
I don't know. I could look it up.
here, let me look it
But-
up. It was
It's like Evil Cat.
Hydra Captain America. Which one was that? It was this one where he's green and gold.
Oh, Civil Warrior?
No, that's actually Captain America. It's just from a different
Oh,
universe.
okay.
Yeah, this one, remember?
Yeah.
This guy Hydra.
Here, let me look it up.
You remember this?
Yeah. This is like an entire recap of the thing.
Because remember they teased that
Yeah.
in
Avengers.
Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's called Secret Empire.
Yeah, Secret Empire. That's the one. Yeah, Secret Empire was the one.
Secret Empire, where he's a Nazi. Anyways.
You
So Captain America, would you like to join our organization?
You're totally not evil,
Hail
Hydra.
Hydra.
Yeah, that one is crazy, dude. Secret Empire. They teased that and they went fucking nowhere with that. And I was like, that was.
I don't think they are gonna go anywhere. I think
That's
much
too
of a-
dark.
I think that's
it's
more
too
of a
dark
what
and
if.
too obscure.
I think it's a what if. You know, what if is cool.
Yeah,
they could
the
do stuff like
series.
that.
But the thing was, that was canonical for a while.
Yeah, I think he was a double agent. That's what I was reading.
Oh,
right
you
now.
know what? It was like a I don't know if it was like a multiverse Cap or like Cap versus like a different one, but they both fought each other.
Maybe it was
Captain
a Skrull.
America.
I don't know. Maybe it was an imposter. Imposter
Really?
cat.
Well, no, because he had like super strength and shit. Do Skrulls have that?
So
I don't remember.
Super Skrulls do. Super Skrulls can replicate superheroes' powers. They
Oh,
can't
shit.
do a lot of them, like the Hulk. I don't think they can replicate it. They can be strong. They can do the Fantastic Force powers, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a Skrull with Cyclops's
Heat vision.
heat vision, Wolverine's
Claws.
but Colossus's skin.
Oh shit.
So that one is cool. That's,
fucking
OP,
crazy.
bruh. That's hello.
Yeah, what the fuck? This like.
I love Colossus. I was going through my comic collection yesterday. I saw a bunch of cool comics in there. I didn't realize I had.
Yeah.
I almost have. I have a lot of the Ultimate Spider-Man comics.
Really?
I have, I think, up to 78, but not like in order. They're like
Oh yeah.
38 to like 46, and then I'm missing these. But I haven't read them all because they're shadowed. Anyway.
I've really been thinking about getting Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, back to the topic though.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like there's just a lot of things that they can do, but
Yeah.
the MCU has a really bad track record
Of
with like
fleshing out stories really well. Like
Yeah.
What they did with Hulk, what they did with Iron Man and the Mandarin.
Professor Hulk.
Professor Hulk. that
He
was
literally
all
just
great.
got fucking off screened, and I was like, why did you waste my time?
The thing is that they can't make Hulk movies. If they could make Hulk movies, he would show up in movies. It's because Universal owns the rights to the Hulk character. Still, because Universal realizes that Hulk is a huge character. Now not as much because he hasn't had movies and stuff to build him up. But
But
I
the
think they're
comics and
like they're holding it. They're like not gonna give it up.
Yeah.
And which sucks because I used to love Hulk. Hulk used to be one of my favorite characters. He still is, but now he gets no love
Yeah, he
None
gets
whatsoever.
trash, bro.
in the movies. Yeah,
And people only know about Planet Hulk. That's like any
'Cause
significant
they barely
storyline.
did it in Ragnarok,
Yeah.
They wasted that story.
No, even hella years ago, like
That
people knew about
animated
that, like Planet Hulk, Planet Hulk, Planet Hulk. I'm like, okay, one animated movie came out and everybody be a fucking like comic book expert now, bro.
I like that animated movie.
It was good, but you know, people. That's the only Hulk people talked about. Like, I'm not really a huge Hulk fan. I've read here and
There's
there
a cool
and stuff like
storyline
that.
because after Planet Hulk, it's World War Hulk.
Yeah.
That storyline.
Remember when Hulk becomes, or no, is it the Maestro or something like that?
Maestro is cool. Maestro's a dystopian version where AIM takes him hostage.
Yeah.
AIM takes him hostage. He gets out. It's basically Fallout. There's nukes that have been launched. The world's over, but like there's like
Remember, isn't like Old Man Hulk, Old Man Logan versus
yeah.
Maestro, and he like rips through him. That shit's
He
crazy.
like eats Hulk like has he has inside babies and he eats the children and he keeps the Hulk baby. That's cool. I forgot about that. Old Man Logan keeps the Hulk baby.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Anyways, comic book stuff is awesome.
It is, man. It is. Yeah, so many good things, man. So many good stories they can go with. They set up a ton of them, and they just never pay them off. And I'm like, literally, stop wasting my time. I'm not even hyped, but you just waste my time.
For real.
That's why, like, when I said Andrew Garfield was Ultimate Spider-Man, like the suits match, the, double symbiotes in two universes match, the logo, I'm like, they're not going to do that, though.
Yeah.
They probably won't. They want Tom Holland to be the only focus. They finally brought Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire back because they're like, we fucked up bad with the Spider-Man movies and people are constantly thrashing us online. So they corrected a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
And then they used nostalgia as like kind of like a shield. Like, oh, let's reset it, but it's okay because like he has a reason. Because look at your other Spider-Man.
No, but you're right. I remember. I forgot. I was even telling you. The Spider-Man trilogy. Like, what was it for?
Yeah, it got reset. I was like...
The only point was that he lost everything, but you could have done that in a better way where it's more cohesive.
Yeah, why didn't we just do that first?
Because now...
And then once he has the skill and shit, and once he's, like, seasoned up to his, move... Once he's gotten used to Vulture, and once he's gotten used to his Scorpion, oh shit, Doc Ock and Goblin are back. Oh shit, Lizard and Electro are back. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count.
You could do Vulture.
That's what I said. Vulture, Scorpion.
Oh, shoot.
Ock, Goblin.
Yeah.
Lizard, Electro.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
Venom, Electro.
Sandman, I guess.
So, yeah, you could throw Sand.
I don't want to fight.
Actually...
Now I want to fight.
Yeah. I'm not mad. Okay, now I am. I'm like, okay, you could ditch Lizard because he's not too interesting.
I like Lizard, but I want them to do comic accurate looks like a
With the lab coat and shit.
With the lab coat, yeah, put the lab coat on him.
Fuck yeah. At least that gives him some individuality. I'm like, you look like
Goomba.
for real.
Goomba. Have you seen the Goomba?
I'm like, you look like Scorpion with his like comic accurate suit where it's just a skin tight green suit. I'm like, that's what you look like, bro.
Have you seen the Goombas from the Super Mario movie?
I don't remember them.
Do you know there's a Super Mario movie?
I have watched it, yeah. I just don't remember the Goombas.
They look exactly like the lizard, bro.
Look like Goomba.
Look.
Yeah, oh shit, they
He
do.
looks exactly like the lizard.
Like a Goomba.
If you're listening,
Just
that
look
looks-
up.
how
Just
does that
look
not
up.
look exactly like the
That
lizard?
literally looks exactly like. He just looks very slightly more menacing and like slightly more proportionate.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that the it looks exactly
Goomba,
fucking
they're
like
looking
him.
exactly the same.
I hate the fact that they made the lizard. Cause, dude, okay, what the fuck?
That's I guess him. I don't know.
So he does. Look at that picture. He looks exactly like the fucking Goomba. I see it, bro.
Goomba.
The green one on the left. It's the
Yeah,
exact
no,
same
it's
shit,
the
dude.
exact same person. That's so stupid.
Long lost cousin.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I know why they brought back the lizard was because for nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know why thematically they brought him back. Because I'm like, it
In the
only.
Amazing Spider-Man? Oh no!
no.
In No Way Home.
In No Way Home, I was like,
I think it's
okay,
just a
it
villain.
makes sense because he was in the movies, and you want you want the correct heroes with their correct villains in the movies, right?
Yeah.
With their correct suits, and I was like, okay, but that only worked because Gwen Stacy was being threatened, and she was what was at stake, and because Spider-Man's a street hero. I'm like, you have 3 Spider-Men
2 of them are seasoned, and 1 of them has fucking nanotech that shields him from bullshit rays and goblin bombs and fucking everything at all. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not fair anymore. Because now they just jump your ass, bro. They put on them Tims. They become real. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, he put on the
lizard toy with the
comes at you with the
lizard mobile.
Spider-Man blows him up.
Yeah, I was like, you get 2 seasoned Spider-Man. One of them who's literally killed him before, or like he beat his ass before. He didn't kill him. Yeah. I was like, one of them he knocked the shit out of him and then transformed it back. So it's like it's not a challenge for him. Yeah. Especially since he has 2 people as reinforcements. He's literally only got to jump his ass like once, and there's no stakes. And I was like, I get it, you know, like he was in the movies, so bring him back. But I'm like, that fool had no place being there. Like, if he's not the comic accurate version, he's not really a threat, dude. Yeah. Because the comic accurate version, I know we keep saying that, comic accurate this, comic accurate that, but he's like, he can beat Spider-Man up pretty bad in the comics. Like, he just needs a couple openings, and because he's super strength too. Yeah. So it's like just as hard as Spider-Man punches, he can punch him pretty similarly, if not the same. You know, it's like maybe it's not as strong, but it's like
this one.
He kind of be thrashing his ass, dude.
Yeah, we're looking at pictures right now.
Yeah, of like different lizards and shit like that.
I like the one like look at that. He almost looks like a raptor. Almost. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And they gave him the Goomba treatment, bro.
For real. Shit. They gave him fucking Geico commercial treatment. Dude, his ass like Jersey. He's English too, the actor.
True. Literally Geico lizard.
Fucking, remember when he jumps at him in the movie? Yeah. Like, even in the thing, he's just, like, randomly floating through the air. Yeah. And I was like, I'm just trying to save y'all 50% or more. Bruh. It's true, though. But, yeah. So. I think we're going to end it off on there. A little
fun podcast.
Yeah, man. We've been recording for an hour 46 right now.
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
Exactly. We've been recording for more than 2 hours.
Yeah, we had to take a few breaks.
Yeah, I had to take a few breaks. I had to cut some stuff out too, but we recorded for like over 2 hours.
Monkey. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, for real. Man.
Monkeys never allowed back.
But yeah, so just a little way to end off the podcast on a little decompress, a little bit lighter subject. You know.
Thanks for having me on, bro. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. Hey, thanks for coming through, man.
No problem.
Came through with the clutch, bro.
Anytime. Let me know.
Exactly, man. I'll let you know. But that's going to do it for us today. This has been Mario as my guest. Preston hosting out here. Rich Boy Podcast, Episode 1. Thank you all for joining, listening all the way through. I appreciate it. Links for everything in the description. You're going to have Mario's links down there. You're going to have my links down there. You're going to have Inner Circle Podcast down there. We're going to have everything that I've mentioned in here. Get links for everything. It'll be in the description. Thank you guys. We're going to end it off right there. Hope you guys have a great New Year's.